What's up, guys? Another video here. Kind of an install review type deal. On SPELAB for a 6.7 Cummins. The grid heater delete / relocate. I got this kit. It's actually pretty straightforward. New plate which removes the grid heater, and then the grid heater is actually replaced with one that comes all the way through. With this kit, what was nice is I know there's a lot of kits out there, but you can actually use the factory line. I know some kits you have to get a new line to make it work, but with this kit you can use the line that is on your truck. I loved installing it. It was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I did actually gain 3 miles to the gallon with this, just because of how big the openings are compared to, little opening here. The one thing that I was a little confused about with the kit is that with your intake horn, this bolt right here is extremely long to get bolt. The kit came with one bolt and a nut. I wasn't very sure. I did use that new nut back there to replace it, because obviously you don't have room to necessarily get to it. I used the new nut and the old bolt for my dipstick tube. So that was one that was originally on it, and I just used the new nut and used the new bolt in the kit there. I recommend this kit. It's nice. It's a little bit cheaper than the Banks, and there's probably a lot of differences between them, but I love this kit. So yeah, this is the SPELAB 6.7 Cummins intake plate, and then obviously intake horn with relocating the heater. But yeah, it was pretty straightforward. I didn't have to modify anything other than, just putting the bolt that came in the kit right there. But yeah, love the kit. This is obviously the old setup, but yes. And then it came with this bracket so you can, so yeah.